Now we're ready to get started. In our last session, we found a platinum hotspot in the metal-rich ring of this body 11. And we've moved the carrier into orbit around it. So we have pulled out the Type 10 Defender. We got our diggity pound in order here. Loaded her up with limpets, and now we're going to take her out. And hopefully we will see if we get some excellent results from that. So let me select the platinum hotspot here, and we're going to launch. Are you ready? I'm ready.
Landing clamps disengaged. Departure confirmed.
Pull up the landing gear. Blast off. We get out of here. And I remember the last time, in the last session, I said, I wonder what the difference is between a Class 1, Class 2, and all the way up to Class 5. What differentiates the different classes? I never bothered to take the time to research that, so just to let you know,
Frameshift drive charging.
still working on it. Here we go.
3, 2, 1, engage.
Let me just double check real quick to make sure I got limpets. Okay, we got 150 limpets. We're in good shape for that. It's not a very large hotspot, but it's right at the edge of the metal-rich ring and the icy ring, and we could fly between them. Wonder what that would look like if we flew between these rings. Oh, look at that. Little gap between the rings. Get right up in there. So you can see the particles of the other ring there. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, so now I can see the particles of the other ring, and they're moving along quite nicely. Well, I'm also moving as well, so. Alright, let me get back to getting around here. That was neat. Between the rings of the icy ring and the metal-rich ring. Flying right between them. Let's head back over to the hotspot here. Pull that in here. 900 kilometers out. Now, like I said, I like to use the center of the hotspot as a focal point for where I'm, as to be able to give me a sense of direction of where I'm going. Because when you get in the ring, it's difficult to know which way's up, which way's down, north, south, east, and west. So the center here gives me a focal point. Triggering the pulse wave. See if we get any glowers. There's a glowy. Very nice. Oh, there's a nice little nug right there. We'll head into that. Ease my speed back a little bit. We'll hit this big rock right here first.
Programming limpet drone.
Send a probe that way. Prospector limpets. They monitor, well, they actually measure.
Prospector limpet engaged.
Okay, nothing there. Where's my pinky? There he is.
Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone.
Slow her down, Scott. You don't want to get going too fast here. Hit the lights, Jimmy.
Prospector limpet engaged.
Osmium, Gallite, Bertrandite.
Asteroid scan complete.
Do we got any platinum signals? Oops, looking at the wrong panel there, Scott. And just osmium deposits. Not here for osmium. We're here for platinum. Let's try this little nug.
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed.
Well, that would be a waste of time if this turns out to be a empty hotspot. Nope.
Prospector limpet engaged.
Uraninite.
Asteroid scan complete.
My good friend Dr. Mike, he knows all about these materials, the
Prospector
different
limpet
things.
failed.
He's a materials kind of guy, engineer. He could tell you what uraninite is.
Prospector limpet engaged.
Nothing there.
Asteroid scan complete.
Come on now, we gotta find,
Limpet drone.
there better be some
Limpet failed.
platinum in here. Nope.
Prospector limpet engaged. Programming
About
limpet
you?
drone. Prospector limpet failed. Asteroid scan complete.
Nope.
Prospector limpet engaged. Programming limpet drone. Prospector
Plenty of
limpet
Bertrandite.
failed. Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone.
Come on now, somebody throw up some platinum here for me. Oh, I'm bumping into rocks.
Prospector limpet engaged.
Uraninite, lepidolite, samarium, bleh.
Asteroid scan complete.
Okay, we need to get up and out of this mess. About this little nug.
Limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet engaged.
Bah. Gold.
Asteroid scan complete.
Okay, just because I like gold.
Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone. Cargo scoop deployed. Programming limpet drone.
I'll laser this bugger for the gold, I guess. Go for gold. It's got a medium material content, so we should get a good amount of gold.
Temperature critical.
Uh-oh, overheating. Need more pips to the weapons. Yeah, these mining lances can get hot. So if you're not throwing enough energy at them, supplying them with the power they need to work, they overheat. And that'll do it.
Asteroid depleted.
Alright, we'll switch back to the pulse. See if we got anybody around here that's glowing. Nope.
Programming limpet drone.
Let's launch a prospector at this guy and see what
Prospector limpet failed.
he produces. Well, that gave us only 2 gold. 2 ton of gold, that's it? Man. And we did verify that this is a
Prospector limpet engaged.
platinum hotspot. And we did verify that this is pristine
Scan complete.
Reserves.
Prospect to limpet failed.
Oh boy, what a waste of time this would be if we spent all our prospector limpets just hitting these rocks with nothing coming out of them.
Programming limpet drone. Prospect to limpet engaged.
A pit of light.
Prospect to limpet failed. Asteroid scan complete. Prospect to limpet engaged.
Bertrandite, lepidolite, and indite. Come on now.
Asteroid scan complete.
Well, I've fired 12 prospectors already.
Programming limpet drone.
And all we have to say for it is 2 tons of gold.
Failed.
Oh, come on now.
Programming limpet drone.
Alright, enough with the failing prospectors.
Programming limpet drone.
It's 2 in a row that have failed. I noticed that if I'm going at speed of 40, prospectors always fail.
Prospect to limpet engaged.
Well, there's silver. We'll take the silver.
Asteroid scan complete.
This one also has medium material content. Coltan being the other one. We've got our limpets configured to only get platinum, gold, or silver. It will ignore all others. And the refinery will only accept gold, platinum, or silver. But we're still coming up empty. We haven't hit a platinum yet. Couple of pips to my systems to repair the shields here anyway. Be a real shame if we don't get any platinum out of this. Okay, turn on the night vision here so we can see what we're doing. And switch back over. Let's fire a prospector at this nug.
Prospect to limpet failed. Prospect to limpet engaged.
Nope.
Programming limpet drone. Asteroid scan complete. Prospect to limpet failed.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Prospect to limpet engaged.
Nope. There's Presiodium. I'll have to ask Dr. Mike what that is. Presiodium. Dimium.
Programming limpet drone.
If I'm even saying it right.
Prospect to limpet failed.
Dr. Mike, what the hell is this shit? He knows.
Prospect to limpet engaged.
He's got a good friend,
Programming limpet drone.
Dr. Nobody.
Asteroid scan complete. Prospect to limpet failed.
Okay, we're up to 20
Limpet engaged.
fired prospectors, and we've got no platinum to show for it.
Asteroid scan complete.
Although we do have 9 tons of silver,
Programming limpet drone.
2 tons of gold.
Prospect to limpet failed.
But that's not what we're here for. A half a platinum,
Prospect to limpet engaged.
and I don't think there is any platinum in this platinum hotspot.
Limpet drone. Asteroid scan complete.
So I've gone ahead and I've created an incident ticket and submitted it to the folks at FDev to let them know I'm not finding any platinum in these platinum
Prospector limpet
hotspots. It's just
Asteroid scan complete.
not spawning.
Limpet drone. Collector limpet expired. Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet engaged.
All right, so this will be our 25th
Asteroid scan complete. Programming
and final prospector limpet being fired.
limpet failed.
Retracting the hard points.
Prospector limpet engaged.
I'll bring them back out. Let's get the silver. Why not? We should go home with something in our pockets.
Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone.
Absolutely terrible. We fired 25 prospectors, and we came up with no platinum in this hotspot. What I'd like to do is visit a neighboring hotspot and see if that hotspot, whatever it's declared as, contains anything that it's declared as.
Asteroid depleted.
All right. Let's put away the old guns. Let's take a look at our navigation. There's a Rod Plum some hotspot right next door. We're going to go check and see if there's any Rod Plum site in that hotspot. This will provide additional I've never heard that before, but I think our ship is hitting all kinds of rocks. Yes. Closing the cargo scoop.
Cargo scoop retracted.
Kill the lights, Jimmy. We are out of mass lock. Let's jump
Frame shift drive charging.
and engage the frame shift drive.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Now this will be a short trip because it is relatively close to the Rod Plum site. Hotspot. Let's see if we get any Rod Plum site out of this. Now watch, we'll hit this and it'll give us platinum. Right. Wouldn't that be a good one for FDev? Yes. Bust out the pulse wave. Look for any pinky nugs. There's a pinky nug. It's actually, it's a little purple. Wouldn't you say purple, not pink? Could be your graphics card. Could be my graphics card. Either way. Alright, we have reached mass lock. Turn the lights on there, Scotty.
Programming limpet drone.
See what these guys got for us.
Prospector limpet engaged.
Galite. That's not rod plum sight.
Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone.
Well, let's see what the contacts are on it. Uranite, bertrandite, and uranite. Not rod plum sight. So we could have a valid argument here.
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet engaged. Programming limpet drone.
Nothing on that one.
Scan complete.
Certainly not any rod plum sight.
Prospector limpet
Galite,
engaged.
Preziomomo, whatever that is, uraninite.
Asteroid scan complete.
Still no rod plum sight.
Prospector limpet failed. Prospector
Coltan, uraninite, galite.
limpet drone.
Not rod plum sight.
Limpet failed. Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone.
Maybe I should send the link to this video to the folks at FDev and say, look, no rod plum sight.
Limpet engaged.
How about this little nug?
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed.
Come on with the failings.
Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone.
I have to stop just to launch a probe?
Prospector
That
limpet
pitterlite
engaged.
is goddamn pitiful.
Programming limpet drone. Asteroid scan complete. Prospector limpet failed. Programming limpet drone.
Okay. What's with the failing of all my prospector limpets? I've fired like 6 of them so far and they've failed.
Limpet drone. Prospector limpet
And empty. Do you see any rod plum sight in any of these rocks?
scan complete.
I do not. You know why? Because I think there's something wrong with the game.
Prospector limpet failed.
I'm just burning prospector limpets.
Programming limpet drone.
Indite, uraninite, and lepidolite.
Failed.
Nope. Not rod plum sight.
Asteroid scan complete. Prospector limpet
Nope.
engaged.
Not rod plum sight.
Asteroid scan complete.
Yes, see? This is the, So, I wonder if it isn't because it's a metal-rich... Okay, we're gonna slow down? No. I'm wondering if it isn't because it's a metal-rich
Limpet drone.
ring.
Prospector limpet failed.
That means if you go to a metal-rich ring, you're gonna get crap.
Prospector limpet engaged.
Alright, there's nothing here. That's my 40th
Asteroid
prospector.
scan complete.
I can't afford to be blowing prospectors like crazy. Let's try to salvage what little we can here then, shall we? Let me take a look here real quick, see where else we can go. Okay, the icy ring of this body has a tritium hotspot. Let's try that, shall we? But before we can do that, I gotta get away from it.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I'll need to do is launch a DSS probe into the icy ring so I can highlight where that tritium hotspot is. The only reason I know it's there is because we were here yesterday in the Mark III. Load up the surface scanner. Let's hit that ring again. Okay.
Scan complete.
Let's find our tritium hotspot. Let's go visit that. So in a nutshell, the metal-rich ring is a bust for any of the hotspots that I've visited. My last trip, I found a ring, a metal-rich ring with 9 platinum hotspots. None of them gave me so much as a nug, except for one core that I found, which was very odd, very strange. Usually you only find the cores in the metallic rings. So that gave us 16, I think it was 16 ton of platinum. And that's all we've seen ever since. All these platinum hotspots and these metal rich rings, dead. So that lends fuel to the theory that metal rich rings are dead. Just because they're metal rich doesn't mean you're gonna get anything like platinum. If you're after lepidolite or any of those other garbage materials, sure. Alright, coming into the trit. Oh, a little too fast there, Scott. Oh, we didn't damage the hull. That's alright. Good deal. Let me put the coffee down so I can work both my joysticks here. Pull out the old pulse wave analyzer. Give me a blast to get a little closer to the rocks. Nobody glowing. Well, there's a little glow bug. What I like to do is get down into the rock. Get down, get funky. We are mass locked now. Back down on the speed. Slow down, Jeffrey. Slow it down.
Programming limpet drone.
First nug out. Let's see what we get here.
Prospector limpet
Water.
engaged.
Yummy water. There.
Programming limpet drone.
Nice pinky here.
Scan complete. Programming limpet drone.
Okay, that's 2. Failed prospectors. What's up with that? I'm just going too fast? I don't think so. I've fired at 100.
Programming limpet drone.
Well, it was at 100 and it's had no problem.
Prospector limpet engaged.
All right, we got 19 trit, 16% tritium here.
Asteroid scan complete.
Drop the cargo scoop and let's harvest some tritium.
Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone.
Medium level content, so. Oh. We have some targets here. Hydrogen peroxide. Pouring. Those happy little limpets.
Warning. Temperature critical.
Oh, shut it. Loading up on the tritium here. That's good. Big old nugs. Go get 'em, limpies. Happy little limpets. Happy, happy little limpets. Alright.
Asteroid depleted.
That'll do it for that.
Programming limpet drone. Prospect to limpet failed. Prospect to limpet engaged.
Well, at least this one has tritium, even though it's just 3%.
Scan complete. Prospect to limpet failed.
See, here we go again. Let me take it up to 50.
Programming limpet
Fire a prospector. And that one runs at 50. But if I drop it back to 40, oh, look at that, he ran into the dead one. How cool, sent him spinning on his way.
prospect to limpet engaged.
Water. Nobody wants water.
Asteroid scan complete.
Let's take it up to 50 here. And fire.
Limpet drone. Prospect to limpet failed.
Okay.
Prospect to limpet engaged.
20% trit. Alright, we'll take it.
Asteroid scan complete.
At least we won't go home empty-handed. We got 5 in the tank now, 5 ton. 15 ton of silver and 2 tons of gold. No platinum. Well, I won't find any in this ring. It's an icy ring. You never find platinum in an icy ring. Only in the metal and metal-rich rings. Metallic. It's kind of ridiculous. Platinum's a pretty precious metal. Not too close, Scott. Not too close. Back it up there, Commander. Attaboy. Good job. Turn around. Come out the side of this guy.
Asteroid depleted.
Over here.
Programming limpet drone.
Pop another prospector, shall we?
Prospect to limpet failed.
Failed. Along on our way here.
Prospect to limpet engaged.
Nothing in that one.
Asteroid
There's a
scan
tiny little
complete.
nug over here.
Programming limpet drone.
Happy little nugs. I call them nugs.
Failed.
They're asteroids.
Prospect to limpet engaged.
Methane clay thread.
Drone.
What the hell was that?
Limpet failed. Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Prospect to limpet engaged.
22% tritium. I'll take that.
Asteroid scan complete.
Switch over to a mining lens. Start the process. Moving a little closer. Shortens the trip for the limpets back to the ship. I always have to be careful not to get too close. As we get too close, then I end up crashing, causing all kinds of problems with my shields and my hull and all the other lovely things that happen. You'll notice we haven't had any pirate activity because we're still, while we are in the sector that houses the bubble, we're not close enough to mankind yet for the pirates to reach us. So, just to be safe, I brought my fighter, my excellent fighter. He protects the ship well. 14% tritium. We'll take that to the bank all day and twice on Sunday. Even though I have my threshold at 15%, 14.92 is 15% in my book. I always round up. So we're up to 16 ton of tritium now. If I go back with 50 ton of trit, that's enough for another job. Because I am getting pretty low. So I think what I'm going to do is stop by Karis 3 and have the tritium monkeys give me a refill. They're pretty quick about it. If you pay them 100 ton, 100K a ton, they'll fill you up right away. Make no bones about it. And since we have 15 billion credits, money is no object. Spare no expense. No expense. Right. Next nug up is this guy. Looks like a nose there on the right, doesn't it? Kind of. Liquid oxygen.
Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone.
Alright, shooting at 34.
Prospect to limpet failed.
That works. Don't seem to complain too much about that.
Programming limpet drone.
Water, bromolyte, liquid oxygen, nothing.
Failed. Asteroid scan complete.
See if this little nug's got stuff for us. Nope. Nope. Peanut
Asteroid
thing.
scan complete.
This is a pecan. Looks like a
Programming
pecan.
limpet drone.
Yeah, with the lights. Yeah, pecans.
Prospect to limpet failed.
It's a space pecan.
Prospect to limpet
30% trit. We'll take it. Fire the weapons.
complete.
Here go my limpets. Go get 'em. Kill the lights. Too bright. Don't like it. Nicely done. We're in the Gria Dry sector. Body 11, which is I believe a Class 2 gas giant, has a metal-rich ring that was absolutely unproductive as all get out. And we are in the icy ring. Now, just popping some tritium so that we don't go home empty-handed.
Asteroid depleted.
Pull away from the rock. Let's see what this nug has for us.
Prospect to limpet failed. Prospect to limpet engaged.
Nothing. Here's another pecan nug.
Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Prospect to limpet failed.
Happy little bugs.
Limpet engaged.
Methane clathrate?
Limpet failed.
No, as for that.
Asteroid scan complete. Asteroid depleted.
Depleted? Okay, now I'm going in circles again, I guess.
Asteroid scan complete.
Let's close the cargo scoop.
Cargo scoop retracted.
Pips to the engine and give a blast. Let's get ways of it. Just above our nugs here. Find us a nice pinky. There's one over here.
Collector limpet expired.
Oh, bye-bye.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Deployed.
Programming limpet drone.
While he's off hitting that one, let's pop this little nug here, shall we?
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet engaged.
5% trit.
Asteroid scan complete. Prospector limpet
That's
engaged.
better. Let's see what our deposits are on that other rock. Oh, we do have a
Asteroid
trit.
scan complete.
We do have a trit. It's a surface deposit, so we'll need our abrasion blast. Where is it? Wait a minute. It's not on that rock. It's on this rock. Well, I'll be darned. Easy does it there, Commander. There we go. Bring you around. Okay.
Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone.
30% tritium. Well, 29.18, so we'll call it 29% tritium.
Programming limpet drone. Collector limpet expired. Programming limpet drone. Warning. Temperature critical.
Oh, of course it's critical. It's always critical, lady.
Programming limpet
For the
drone.
love of Jesus and all that's holy. I have to put the pips full to weapons when I'm firing 3 mining lances. It was even worse when I had 4 mining lances. But then I had to give up a collector controller for it. So I didn't have the room. Well, actually, we could put a 4th mining lance on and keep the collector because the collectors go in the optionals. And the mining lances go on the hard parts. But there was something else I needed. Oh, because we had a pulse wave. We needed a pulse wave.
Asteroid depleted.
So we could only fit 3 mining lances. And that's all water over there. We don't want any of that crap. It's all junk. Don't like it.
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet engaged.
4%. Not enough. Make it less
Asteroid
than a
scan
while.
complete.
Pop
Programming
this little
limpet
nug
drone.
here. So you're watching Scott Fleming, Commander Scott Fleming, as he's been thwarted for his efforts in the search of platinum So we're trying to salvage whatever we can, and
Engaged. Programming
this
unit drone.
this tritium hotspot is not being
Scan complete.
as big a bigger payout as I had hoped.
Prospect limpet
Good old
engaged.
swig of the space coffee. Move on.
Asteroid scan complete.
So I think what I might do is after this,
Limpet failed.
we'll just head back to Xanadu and kick a jump, get a little closer to the bubble. Do some more exploring.
Prospect
19%.
limpet engaged.
I'll take that. Firing the weapons.
Asteroid scan complete.
See what we got for. Oh, and it has deposits. There's 3. There's a subsurface, 3 subsurface deposits. Very nicely done. I'll be sure to take those on. Those are good nuggers. Good chunk. Okay, ease her back right there. She's got a good rotation to her with nug. With a medium material content and 20% trit, we should get a good haul off this rock. Especially with the, how many do we have? 3.
Asteroid depleted.
That's liquid oxygen. We don't need that. We need the tritium. There it is. Let's come around here. He's gonna come fast. Come on, you can hit it, Scott. Or can you? Wow, apparently you can't. You're a terrible shot, Mr. Fleming. There we go. That's a little better. Can't get that second one in though, can you? Nope. Go ahead, burn those displacement missiles. We don't want liquid oxygen, we only want the tritium. There he comes. This time we're ready for him. Yes. There we go, now you're learning. Boy, Jeffrey. Yes, sir. We learned the last time that rotation is just too fast for us. Liquid out 2. Scoot around and pick him up on the side. Wow, that was quick. Very nice. %, now 50%. Tritium's up here. I'm not going to get up there in time to pick him up. Ah, failed. Oh, you a terrible shot.
Collector limpet expired.
You terrible shooter. Oh, failed again. You not so good.
Collector limpet expired. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone.
Reload my limpet drones. Liquid oxygen, no. Oh, there you are. Gotcha. Boom. Oh, failed again. Now, you're a terrible shot, Mr. Fleming. Mr. Fleming. You shoot like a... There we go. Ah. You waste your bullets. You're wasting bullets. That'll do it for that one. We got one left. No. Yes. This is the one that we lost before. Ah, we did it again. What am I doing wrong? Yeah, I'm doing something wrong. It's your timing. Wait for that blue bar to pass this time. As Funel would say, Commander Funel would say, there'll always be another blue bar. Don't have to take that first blue bar in the shooting. Wait for the time is right.
Collector limpet expired.
And this time we'll take the next blue bar. There. Boom, shakalaka. Uh-oh. Catching some grief here. Ah, more grief.
Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone.
Alright. We're just making a mess here. This is the last shot on this. Let's make sure we get it to count. Let that go. Boom. Got him. Alright, so now we're out of here. He's got some purple in him.
Programming limpet drone.
We're up to 55 tons of tritium on board. Isn't that lovely? It's not platinum, though. I want platinum.
Prospector limpet engaged.
8% tritium, no thank you.
Asteroid scan complete.
This little nug over here looks pretty kind.
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed.
How about you over here, pecan man?
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet engaged. Prospector limpet failed. Asteroid scan complete.
11%,
limpet drone.
and 815.
Asteroid scan complete. Prospect to limpet failed. Prospect to limpet
Methane
engaged.
clathrate. Well, what's that? That's
Asteroid
awful.
scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Prospect to limpet failed.
You get methane clathrate with your EBT card.
Programming limpet drone. Prospect to limpet failed. Prospect to limpet engaged.
Nothing of interest.
Prospect to limpet engaged.
6% tread.
Asteroid scan complete.
Getting pretty lame here. Getting pretty lame.
Asteroid scan complete.
Don't know how much more of this guff this boy can take. Alright, 22%. We'll do that.
Asteroid scan complete.
Yeah, so welcome to another boring session. It's not all outer space madness and everything and crazy. Sometimes just doing a little mining is all it takes. No? We'll get back on board and do some more jumping soon. I want to thank you for watching. It was a pretty non-productive episode, but now you get to see the struggles of being a miner. You know, you spend the time mapping out the planets, mapping the rings, finding the hotspots, visiting the hotspots, only to come up empty. Such is the life of an explorer, though, I guess, right? What kind of explorer would I be if I didn't? Gotta check them all out. Got everyone that looks like it could be a possible gold mine or platinum mine. Sometimes you end up going home with just a little tritium, which we have 60 ton of now, 15 silver tons, and 2 tons of gold. So we're going to close it up here because we pretty much went through. I only got 30 limpets out of 150 that get to our navigation. Let's point our ship to Xanadu. Our limpets have completed that, so we got one more node going in. Yep. And I believe that's it.
Cargo scoop retracted.
Hit the thrusters and let's get out of mass lock. Pips to engines. And some pips to the systems to repair. Excuse me. Sneezing on the microphone. Well, like I said, thank you for hanging out with me. Be sure to check out my next feed coming up. Who knows when it'll be? Oh, Pancake Lord's online. We must say hello to Pancake Lord. Pancake! And we'll pop frame shift drive, head back to Xanadu, and we'll say our goodbyes. Okay? Orbit of the body. That metal-rich ring, what a junk ring that is. Bleh. Strongly worded letter, huh? Victory class. Fleet carrier Xanadu.
07 Commander, welcome to our carrier.
Hello, lovely. Papa's home. Let's submit our landing request docking.
Permission granted.
Kill the
Landing pad has been
engines,
assigned to you.
and the auto dock will take us in.
Docking request confirmed.
Yeah,
Assisted
I'm
approach
lazy.
is go.
But I didn't get the 15 billion credits by being adventurous. I'm a careful pilot. And I have to remember that the universe was here long before I was, and it will be here long after I've gone. So don't
Landing gear
think
deployed.
for a moment that you can rush things in the universe. All right, kids. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy your day in 07, Commanders. Commander Scott Fleming. Out.
Contact confirmed. Clamps engaged. What can we do for you, Commander?